Hello, my name is Keeley and you're watching my booktube channel. So today I am going to be showing you all the books I read in August, and let me tell you, this was the best reading month I have ever had in my entire life. I read 13 books this month, and that was because of the Booktubeathon, which helped me out a bunch, and these were some of the best books I have ever read. And since I'm at college right now, I don't have the majority of the books that I read, so I won't be able to hold them up, but I will be posting pictures right here. I actually only have 2 of them with me, so I will only be able to hold up 2 books, but let's get into it. So the first book I read this month was The Creature Vault by Jody Revenson, and this book was basically showing all the creatures and the beasts and all the fantastic creatures of the Harry Potter series, and it was just so great to read about all of my favorite things, and I just loved it. And it was really neat because it talks about how they did the creatures, how they made the creatures, and just everything about it, and it really made me have so much more respect for people that work with the movies, that work with special effects, because it was just incredible. Like, fun fact, the Aragog that they used was actually like 3/4 of a ton, I think, which is insane. So it was just amazing, and it was just so much fun to read behind the scenes of Harry Potter and how they basically brought it to life. I definitely gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. It was so amazing, and if you want to learn more about the films, definitely pick this one up. The next 7 books I read this month were from the Booktubeathon, so if you haven't seen my Booktubeathon wrap-up where I go into detail about these, you can go check that out. I will link it below and up here in the little corner thing. But the first book I read was Meant to Be by Lauren Marill, and I gave that one 5 out of 5 stars. Super cute love story, absolutely loved it. The next book was The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I loved it too. Super cute, amazing love story. I love love stories, and I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars as well. The next book I read was Tombstones Most Haunted by Joshua Hawley. I think I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. It was about real life ghost stories, and it was super creepy and super good. So if you've ever been to Tombstone or are interested in Tombstone, Arizona, check this one out. The next book was The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and this might be my favorite book I've ever read. Oh my gosh. 5 out of 5 stars, 10 out of 5 stars. It was absolutely amazing and thrilling, kept me on my toes. It's about murder, serial killers, criminal profiling, just everything I love, and oh, it was just so great. So if you're into things like that, then definitely go check it out because it was amazing. The next book was The Remedy by Suzanne Young, and I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars as well, I believe. It was so good. It is a companion series duology thing to the program duology, which I love, and I love Suzanne Young, so I was so thrilled to read this, and I need the next book to come out because it leaves on a cliffhanger, and I just need to know if everyone's okay. Like, it's just, wow, it kept me on my toes, and I'm still like freaking out from it because I need to know what happens. The next book I read in the month of August was Red Rising by Pierce Brown, and I was a little disappointed in this book, actually kind of a lot disappointed because I did have super high expectations and I just could not get into it. I gave it about a 3 out of 5 stars. I will be continuing on with the series though because I don't like to just drop series, but hopefully I start enjoying it more. And it was just weird as I was reading it, I was like, I should be loving this, but I just wasn't. But I definitely think that you should still check it out because I know that pretty much everyone else loves it. The 8th book I read this month was Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, and this one, I still don't know how I feel about it because I just don't love it. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I just wasn't in love with it, but the edition I have is so beautiful, so that's a plus, but I don't know. I just didn't love it. Next book I read was Winger by Andrew Smith, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad I finally got to this book because it was completely different from what I thought it was. Like, it's about this boy who's young and he is really smart. So, you know, he's 14 years old, but he's a junior in high school. I think he goes to this boarding school, and the end of this book had me in tears. I was just bawling by the end of it, so I definitely need to get Standoff as soon as it comes out. And I need to continue on so bad. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars if I haven't already said that, but yeah, very good. And the next book I read this month was The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and wow, another 5 out of 5 star book this month. It was incredible. And you know, it's a thick book, but I still read it in like 2 sittings maybe. It was so fast paced and it kept me interested the entire time. I definitely need to get The Infinite Sea soon because, oh, it's so good. And I watched the Fifth Wave trailer and oh my gosh, I'm so excited because it just looks amazing and I can't wait to see all of this brought to life on the big screen. And oh, you should read it if you haven't. Don't be intimidated by the size because it goes by super quick. Then I read My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, and I just love love stories and I love sweet guys, and it was so good. I think I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and it took a different turn than I ever thought it would be. Like, I thought it would just be, you know, a cute little love story, which it was, but there was also like some dark moments in it, which was really enjoyable, and it was just so good. I love love. And then the next book I read this month was Daughter of Deep Silence by Carrie Ryan, and oh my goodness, this book, okay, it is about revenge, and let me read the little synopsis on the back. It says, I am the daughter of murdered parents. I am the friend of a dead girl. I am the lover of my enemy, and I will have my revenge. Are you kidding me? I read that and I was completely sold, like completely sold. And this was so very different than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought, looking on the cover, I don't know why, I just thought it would be like old time, like medieval times or something, but no, it was modern day times, and it was just, I liked the romance aspect and the revenge aspect. 5 out of 5 stars. You should definitely pick it up because it is very good, and it keeps you in suspense like the whole time, so that's great. And the last book I read this month was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. This was another 5 out of 5 star book for me. It was just so great, and I really need the next one because I need to know what happens. And if you don't know, this book is about a girl who writes love notes to all the boys she's loved before, and one day they get sent out, and so it's basically she has to deal with the repercussions of what happened. And it's just, the romance is really cute. Like, I don't know, I ship her with like so many people. It's crazy, but definitely a good book, and I am so glad that I finally picked this up and read it. So 10 out of the 13 books I read this month were 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely some of my favorites of all time now. This was the best reading month I have ever had, and I'm so very pleased. So that is it for my wrap up. Let me know down below what you read this month and which one was your favorite that I read this month if you've read any of these. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!